Everybody, it's Pam from the Paper Outpost here, and would you like to make some pretty papers that you can use inside your journals as journal pages or as embellishments or as cards or anything that you would like to use them for? They're quick, they're easy, they're fun, and anybody can make them, and I'll bet you have the resources right close to your house. So keep an eye out and let's play with the paper. Okay, so today we're playing with inks and we're playing with newsprint paper. I like to use newsprint. It's an inexpensive paper, but it really grabs inks and paints and dyes and colors very well, and you can get some really neat impressions from them. And what I like to use with my, I'll just show you some done ones here, but I just made these. It only took me about 10 minutes to make. And I guess it's not jelly printing, but it's kind of a way to eco-print. Basically, you're using Mother Nature with a little bit of help from our inks and our sprays. And we are able to make these fantastic, they can either be background pages or you can just use them as blank pages in your journal and a person could actually write on them. They look different on the front and the back depending on how you do them. And they're unlimited styles, and you're only limited to your imagination. So there's some pretty leaf ones, and you don't even need any stencils. Your stencils are nature this time. These are all plants that you're seeing here. There's no boiling needed of any pages or anything like that. This is just actually down and dirty, easy peasy stenciling with nature. Okay, so here's a softer one. If you want more softer look, they don't all have to be intense. They can be different. They can be splotchy. They can be all sorts of things. So let me just show you all these prototypes here and let's make some. Okay, so super easy. One thing I would recommend is that you cover your workspace with plastic because this can get messy and you can get overspray. So you've been warned. All right, so the stuff wipes up pretty easily, but I don't know if it'd come out of material and stuff. So just be careful. All right, so here we go. So what I did was this is just if you can see it closely, just like a newsprint style paper. It's a very porous, rough, these are out of children's books actually. Like you go to the Dollar Tree and you might get a book of this soft newsprint style paper. Not expensive, fun to play with, and all you do is you start laying stuff down. And the great thing about it is you don't really need any classes in artistic design. You just sort of plop stuff. Random, it can be anything. I'm using eucalyptus leaves and fern. I found this weird thing growing outside my house. And, if it's the middle of winter and you don't have anything growing outside of your house, remember pine trees. They can give you a lot of nice images as well. This is from a pine tree. And don't forget your local florist. I mean, they may have some dried flowers that are, ready for the garbage pail, or maybe they'll sell them to you for next to nothing because they're going to throw them out anyway. So think about your options. Think about your possibilities. And let's do that. So I'm just going to do a basic one first. Very simple, very basic one. And what I'm using today are these types of sprays. Distress Spray Stains by Tim Holtz, different kinds. And I'm also using some that I made my own, and I made these out of different inks, out of something like this. Like if you have any of these Dr. P.H. Martin's inks around, I've had tons of these around for years and I don't tend to use them that much, but this is a great way that I found to use them. I put about 4 or 5 dropperfuls into a clear plastic bottle, and then I just add water and maybe a drop or 2 of alcohol so it doesn't go moldy or funky. And that gives me enough intensity of color. And then I start spraying, and it's kind of like a random hodgepodge spray. I'm aiming for the leaves themselves along with the background. Okay, just kind of random. And maybe I'll do a contrasting color here. What's this? This is worn lipstick. Okay. Now the sprayers I think work a little better on the Tim Holtz things than on the do-it-yourself version, but they all work. And drips actually look just as cool as the spray, so you can definitely do it yourself. And I like to put a little bit of gold or silver or something on it just to give it that, whoops, would be nice if I aimed at the paper. It doesn't take much. And then when you're all nice and super saturated wet, then you can come along with, I have this is a book of newsprint from the Dollar Tree. Just grab a piece of that. Gonna use the old hand tools here. Mush. And you just let the paper absorb the ink. You just push straight down. There's really no rhyme or reason. The only thing you don't want to do is slide it around too much. You just want to kind of keep it in one space, in one spot, so that you absorb the ink right where you're at. See, there you go. So this is what I would call the basic design, where you're just adding color to the face of it, plus you're also doing the background one at the same time. So it's like a 2-for-1 special. So same inks, 2 different papers, but two totally different designs. So you can get these, and they come out pretty fast. So it's pretty cool. So let's try another one. Now here's another little different technique I want to show you. Nothing fancy again. Anybody can do it. But I'm going to take peacock feathers in distress spray ink, and I'm just going to spray a little bit to what I call the starter base. And maybe I'll do 2 colors as the starter base. Let's see, I'll use mustard seed. Just kind of give myself a random base to start with. Now, I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to put down, you can reuse the same bits of plant. You don't need tons of plant, just change their order. These are never going to come out identical, even if you use the same order and the same presentation. It's just the way the inks lie on the stuff, and it's the randomness of design. Okay. Isn't this fun? This is awesome. All right, let's put you in a good spot there. And I think that's good. Maybe I'll just put you down here. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spray over the top again with possibly some contrasting colors. So let me find, well, let me use this worn lipstick again because he's very contrasting here. Now I'm aiming for the leaves themselves this time. Doesn't matter if you get them or not. It's just more of a random thing, but I want something for the paper to grab onto when I press down with it. Okay, so this time I will grab one of the newsprints. They're both newsprints, but one is cream and one is more of a gray. And I'm going to go down again. You can see it come right through. I'm just rotating my hand a little bit here and there to make maximum absorption. Okay, there. Now, that's kind of cool, eh? I got that. That's pretty cool. And let's see what I got on the underneath side. Now, because I had a background, as you can see, where the leaf shapes are, there's color underneath the background as opposed to it being the white of the background. So you can play with it different ways as such. So I think these came out really beautiful, didn't they? They're gorgeous colors. Okay, so now my leaves are still wet. You can even take a page and let's say you're getting all this stuff and it's starting to build up on your desk. You can just come on here, just sort of mop up what you have. Okay. You see that, how that's coming through? All right, let me throw some others over here. I need to mop up a little bit over there. I'm cleaning my desk. I'm crafting my way out of my mess. That's the goal, right? Craft our way out of our mess. And maybe I need a few little more over here. I think you can see that one. Still on the page there. Let's try here. Like a whiter area. Now this one will come out a little lighter because it's not fresh ink that I'm using, but I'm still going to get every ounce of my ink used up, which is kind of cool. I'm feeling good about that. Feeling excited. I'm getting dirty. That's fun. All right. So I have something that looks like this time. But then again, it's a little bit different. And I've got some ink, light leaf impressions, but a very pretty speckled background paper if I want to use it for that. All right. So let's make some more. This is just fun. I could do this all day, actually. Okay, so this paper is a little bit thicker than the actual newsprint, but I'm pretty sure I got them both at the Dollar Tree, but don't quote me on that. But I'm sure that, you know, Walmart or something, definitely Hobby Lobby or something, carries this thicker newsprint or cream-colored newsprint. Let's do side by side. Can you see side by side? Let me back up a little bit so you can see. Okay, let's do a 2-for-1 special. Okay, I'm going to do background spraying. Let's see. Let me do... Here's a green. What do we got here? This is Shabby Shutters color. All right, let's do this. Just going to do a light, not really light, I'm just going for it. I'm going to town, just doing random spotsies. Okay, and then maybe I will do, so that's a green. Let me do a blue. This is Tumbled Glass. Okay, the lid's already off, of course. Okay, there. So I've got some pretty papers already. I could stop at this point and be totally happy and go to town. But if I want to take it up the next level, I can do other things. Now, I rummaged around in my garden, and I have a coconut tree out there. So I got some of this, and I thought I would just try some of this. And, whoop, let me grab my scissors. Here they are. Okay, hopefully this doesn't all come apart. I don't know if this is going to work. We're going to try it live on air. Okay, just for some different look. Okay, why not, right? We got it. Might as well play with it. Okay, what else do we have here? We have, whoop, some of these leaves. I chop this off of something. All right, just going to put some of these down. Random, doesn't matter. Don't have to think about it. Maybe I'll leave one on a stick. Okay. And I do like these eucalyptus leaves. They're really cool. And you can find eucalyptus leaves in Hobby Lobby. I know I've seen them there on sprays. And they're fun to use. I sometimes get them in flower bouquets, so that's where I get mine from. But, you got to kind of use what's in your universe. I imagine you could probably even use fake plants. I don't see why not. I mean, let's say it's the dead of winter and you just have no access to live plants. Some plastic flowers or plastic leaves would definitely work. All you're really doing is using them as a reverse stencil, like you're just blocking out the shape. And I think it should work. Dropped one. Hang on, it's back. Okay, so let's try that there. We need something here. Oh, I got a few things. Hang on. Oh, here's what I grabbed from. I'll just show you. This is my grab from my garden. Grabbed some weeds. Weeds do very well. Put you there. There's some little. These are pretty leaves. I can hear the dirt falling off of my my leaves because I grabbed the root ball too. Okay. Those, and here. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I like that. All right, we're going to go to town and do this now. All right, let's try. Let me find some different colors. Oh, here's a purple. Yeah. Okay, here's a light purple, and I got 3 different purples here. 1 a homemade, and 2. This one is shaded lilac and milled lavender. So let's see what this is all about. I'm using contrasting colors just for fun to see what happens. Is this one open yet? Yeah, it is. Okay, this is shaded lilac. Here we go. It actually looks like a periwinkle blue to me, but I don't think I see blue and like lilac the way most people do. So it could look just like lilac. Who knows? Okay, got that one on there. Now this is a more intense one, and these sometimes get gummed up on me, but I just give them like a super forceful squirt and it comes out. So I just bought these little bottles and I filled them up, like I said, with about 4 or 5 dropperfuls of the this kind of ink. What is it? Dr. Martens, but you could probably use any ink. It doesn't have to be expensive ink. I imagine even concentrated watercolor would work if you gave that a try. Okay, now I'm going to do a little pizzazz. I'm going to do a little gold just for accent here and there. Okay, there. All right, so now I'm going to get some overlay papers. I think this was this one, so I'll put it over here just for fun. This one you can really see it grab fast. You want it juicy enough so that there's something to grab, but not so juicy where you blur your lines too much. Okay, let's see what we got. You never know to turn it over. Oh, that's pretty. I really like that one. Yeah. Now I could do a little bit more around the edges, but I'm just going to leave it as is. I'm very happy with that. Now for this one, I'm going to grab one of these cream colored ones and I'm going to plop it on here. Okay, now this one you can't see through as much when it absorbs, but it is absorbing something under there. You kind of use your hand like a giant brayer, like a rolling pin for paper. Okay, see what we got here. Oh, that's kind of cool, isn't it? Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that very much. Now, not only have we done these, we've also done the ones underneath. So we've got 4 papers. Now look at these. Aren't these pretty? These are so pretty. Look how pretty they are. Just beautiful shapes and beautiful colors. And you can nest them until you're ready to, I clothespin hang them to dry. I just have a string running across my craft room here on a screen, and I just hang them up and then they're dry pretty quick. So let's make a few more. I could just make these all day. Did I say that? Yes, I did. All right, here we go. We are in super playtime now. All right, I'm going to dig into my bowl and see what else I got. Okay, I'm just going to try a whole thing. There's really no rules to this yet again, and we love that. Okay, let me align you so you can see here. Okay, that's good. And I want to maybe do crisscrosses and do something like that. That's kind of cool. All right, put some of you here. Where did my coconut go? Put you on here again, just for fun. And Oh, got lots of leaves here. Just going to spatter some around. More leaves from a sort of a dandelion, not exactly a dandelion, but a dandelion. Oh, I forgot to put the spray down first. That's okay though. We were this far into it, and I'm just having so much fun. I'm just going to go to it. I actually think the roots would make a nice design too, so let's try that. Okay. Now, what have I got here? Did I do you yet? Milled lavender? I don't know if I did you. We'll try. We'll try. Okay, this is milled lavender. Okay. Getting some nice background going there. That's very nice. Give you a little milled lavender too. You look different on the cream colored paper. Okay, now let's try. What do you got? I got a ton of these things. Pull something out, Pam. Pull something out. This is, okay, this we wouldn't expect. Dried marigold. That's like an orange. So, well, it's going to be weird, but we'll try it. Why not? You know, I've never really found one that, I'm going to stick my foot in my mouth by saying this. I never really found one I didn't like when I was done. But so far, so good. Even with these colors, I don't use that often. Sometimes they just end up looking kind of cool. Okay, I've got some bundled sage here. All right. Maybe we'll go on angle, like just across the middle for that. Maybe I'll try this way, just across the middle for that one. See what we get there. And I did have some brownie ones. Yeah, sometimes brown anchors it, and it's good if you do it on the corners. Gives your page like some completion look there. And that way you don't have to ink around all the corners, and that's nice. We need a break every once in a while. Okay, here we go. Going down. Okay. I'm hoping it's absorbent. I think it is. I put lots down, so it should be. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Now, the top one always comes out lighter, okay? Because it's not getting the overspray. So now let's take a look at the background one. Oh, we got that. That's really pretty. Isn't that pretty? That's very cool. All the different shapes and everything. Very nice. Okay. So now you're all inked up and looking for a partner. Got your lipstick on and all. Here you go. Oh, let's get you in there. You want to be in there? Okay. Anybody else want to come over to play? You can play a little bit. All right, let me just wet you up a little bit. You can look like you might be getting a little bit. I don't know. I just put some pink on there for. What did I put? Let me just tell you. It is worn lipstick because I had it handy. And my fingers are getting super inky. I can hear the cringes. I love the way you can see this one come out. So you can see exactly what you're getting. See, I think that pine is very cool. So for those of you in the winter, that's right, there are options. Go to those pine trees. Just actually, I picked these up off the ground. So I want you to know there were no pines injured in this experiment. This guy, well, he was injured. What can I say? I pulled him up. But he looked like a weed. Okay, well, I got a little more there. Sometimes if you just need some in a certain area, just go fill it back in with your leftover excess stuff. There's the coconut. That came out kind of cool. See that? Very pretty, huh? And now you can even spray a little over the top of this just to give it extra, you know, let's say you didn't like the white background. Well, not white anymore. Now it's mustard seed yellow. The mustard seed yellow. Yes. Okay, so that's how you can emphasize it if you don't like it at the end. Now this guy, I think he came out kind of cool just the way he is. And remember, let's say you're not happy with your design or something like that. Well, I say, don't stop. Just go back and put down another thing. And let's do something like this. All right, now you could just take it off and, oh, look, we have an imprint. Isn't that cool? Now here we could do this. Oh, isn't that cool? See, like you can use what you have and just give it different ideas. It can like totally zap it up, and it doesn't take many supplies as far as leaves. All you need are a few spray inks of some sort. And there. Okay. Very fun, huh? Cool. Very pretty. All right, let's see what else we got. Let's make a few more of these. Let's show you a few more techniques. All right, let's clear the deck. Clear the deck. Now we do have a lot of overspray going on here right now. Let me see if I can show it to you. Back it up. See my overspray, 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 overspray. I'm just going to go around and mop it up. Why waste a drop, right? Look at that. I'm getting all sorts of great background color on there. So like I said, it's not exactly a jelly plate, but you are creating background pages, which are very handy to use in in your journals. You can make pockets or tucks out of these. It can be your actual journal pages. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so now I'm starting with this. Woohoo, look at me starting with this. All right, let me grab a different color. What have I not used? Okay, I'm seeing some things here. I've got a silver, a barn door, brushed pewter, barn door. What is this? Twisted citron. I don't know why it's in a little bottle. And festive berries. Okay, well, festive berries, that sounds kind of fun. Actually, I might put that on top. So maybe I'll put some of the silver in the background. Oh, it's got a thing to help mix it up. Okay, let's see how we do. All right, don't fight with me now, silver. No, you don't want to work. Oh, yeah, here you come. Oh, I'm getting streams. Okay, well, you know, you get what you get sometimes. You never know. So I can work with streams. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. All right, so back to our, let's do some U. Place U down. And we'll use Mr. Coconut over here. And we'll use dandelion-like leaf here. And we'll grab some of these, put them here. Yeah, I think that's kind of cool. So it's an easy, quick way to make cool papers. If you just, want to have some fun and, like you're not into the big project that day or something, you need a brain break, as we all do sometimes. You just need to, I like to float back and forth between big and little projects. It just makes it, I don't know, my brain is happier doing that. So I'll do a few littles, then I'll do a couple bigs, then a little and a big, shake it up, medium. Okay. All right, let's try that. Maybe let's do one big one there. Get focal point. And remember, if you use it as a page, your focal points are actually going to be here. So kind of think that for whatever that means. And okay, now let's spray a little on top. I think I'm going to use gold. I'm going to use gold to spray the leaves and see what happens. Okay. And maybe a little bit of this crazy green. What is it? Twisted citron. Okay, let's try that. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, leaves are green. I can work with that. Maybe I'll do the corners in green too. All right, okay. We're good and wet now. All right, let's use this one, super absorbative paper, and see what we get. And we're going down. Oh, that looks cool. I like how that came out. Let's see what it's going to look like on the other side. Okay, get you in there. Get some imprinting on you. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, that looks very pretty. Isn't that pretty? Wouldn't that be nice for a fall journal? Something like that. Look at how pretty that innocent little dandelion-like leaf came out. So you just never know how it's going to come out. And then you got the background paper, which is looking very pretty. Maybe not so many leaf designs on it, but let's put some leaf designs on it. Let's say you want more leaf designs. I do a lot of nature journals, so leaves are my friend. Maybe I'm going to do more intense color on this one so it will pop against the background. I'll do a contrasting color. That's what I'll do. A contrasting color. All right. Some very simple, basic ones here. And just placing nicely. Okay, put you there. And I'll have to try this with concentrated watercolor paint. Maybe you can buy the cheap stuff, from Michael's or Hobby Lobby, or maybe even the Dollar Tree, and you can just like liquefy it in a spritzer bottle and make it really concentrated and do the same thing. That's a possibility. I'm not confirmed that, but it may work. Okay. I'll put you there. Put you there. Okay, put you there. All right, now let's try a contrasting color. I'm going to try this barn door. That sounds really red. Let's see how this goes. I'm just going to put it mostly on the leaves. All right. Okay, now I am, did I get it? We got some there. Yeah, we got some. Let me just slide it off. Did we get leaf imprints? Not as many that time. That's okay though. I'm not going to cry about that. I'm just going to place these wet ones back down here, and I'm going to come along with the old top paper and absorb them. Let's see what I get. Let's just see what happens. Okay, here we go. You never know till you go, right? That's right. Live in action crafting here on the flyaroo. Yeah, here we go. And as you can see, I'm getting my little inky fingers all over the back of this, but that's okay. Oh, look at that. Look at that beauty. Isn't that lovely? I love that. Now that came out really well. Okay, so you can see different things work differently. And where is my brown? Where are you? Here, okay. Well, maybe just a little light brown dusting around the corners here for this one. See, you can still put background color on it, which is kind of cool. And what color? Maybe some of the yellow? Okay, that might look like fall-like leaves. Yeah, there. Now we got that going. That's not so bad. Well, we can keep going. I can bring in purple leaves too. Oh, okay, I'm gonna need 2 finger squirt with this. This is the hand-designed one by self. Not as purple as the intense purple from the Tim Holtz version. Let me see if I can find Tim. Here we have shaded lilac. Let's see the difference. Oh, that looked green. Huh. Maybe yellow and periwinkle blue, which I'm calling shaded lilac, is periwinkle blue. I got green. That's how that happened. So there you go. I learned something new. Maybe we could do a drip design. Ooh, that would be cool. Give it a little wiggle. A wiggle and a jiggle. Now we got some drippage going. That's kind of cool, huh? Yeah. Yeah. So we're pretending like it was all planned. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. I like that. All right, so these are some other ideas that you can do. Let's see. How are we doing on time? I'm to do one more. And while we're doing the one more, let me just remind everybody that if you have any interest in any products, I have the links below. I also have an Amazon store link below, which will take you one click to, you can see all my products at once. It's just an easier place to see them, as well as I can put more products there. I'm limited to space below in the list. So I've left the list there. It's in place. If you're looking for stuff, you can still find it. But I am adding also new things to the Amazon store, and it also contains all the things from the list. What else can I tell you? I can tell you that my videos come out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. If you find value here, please like, subscribe, and share. My podcasts come out Tuesday and Thursday, and Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I put all my playlist links down below. So if you're watching a video and you're like, episode number 43 of the Using Up Book Pages, I'd like to find out where I can see the rest of them easily. Well, just go to the drop-down list below each video on their PC. And you'll find it right there. And I think you can see it as well on your phone. I think you have to either click more on the iPhone or click, I think it's the little golden arrow on the right below the video on your Samsung Android phone, and you'll see the drop-down list there. And what else can I tell you? I can tell you that, we have the Facebook group where you can come and play with us and do weekly and monthly challenges, or just share ideas and thoughts on junk journals and have some fun. And it's a very fun, friendly, positive group, sharing ideas and thoughts and whatnot. And what else? I'm found on Instagram, Facebook group, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, YouTube, TikTok, and I'm working on a blog right now. We'll see if we can get that going too. You think it'd be easier to do a blog than YouTube? No, it's actually easier to do videos than it is the blog, but for me anyway. So I'm getting there. It's coming. So keep your ears peeled. And what else? The note from the bookmakers down below. If you want to check that out, you're free to use it as well. It's something that I tuck inside my journals, and to help people understand what they are, and maybe different ways that they could use them if they've never encountered a junk journal before. That may happen, because not the entire world knows about junk journals yet, but I think we are going to make sure that they do, given enough time and enough spreading of the word. I think this is a very popular trend that is not going away anytime soon. I'm cranking this open. I'm just going to do the dribble fest here and see what happens. My last big finale technique of the day. How about that one? Yeah. Okay, that finishes that bottle. And I'll just grab one of these. And this is really a lot of fun. The one thing about this is you do need plastic down. You can use an old shower curtain or something like that on your floor. That would be great. Or an old towel you don't care about, something like that. Do one at a time in an area. And also, if you don't want your fingers all inky, you could use gloves. I don't mind getting inky, so it's okay. What else? Yeah, and just rummage around and get some plants. Or you could use anything that you have, you know, whatever's available. Oh, that's sort of neat, huh? A little different. Okay, let's see what the under one looks like. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. We got some serious drippage with that one too. Very good. We'll just work on that drippage. It's almost like one of those pour technique paint things. Well, this is the pour spray ink thing. Yes. And this one, I think I maybe can do a little more action on. Lay you down there. And maybe we'll do, well, we'll try, what? Pick one. Okay, this one. Let's see how that works. Okay, we got a little action there. Okay. Yep, there's a little. Okay, maybe we'll just turn him upside down. Yeah, whoop, he was kind of wet. Maybe I've over-wetted him. He was very wet. That's okay, though. It's all fun. It's all good. And it all comes out pretty in the end. And you can flip these over and you can mush them together to get different prints. Oh, now we're really going to town, huh? Oh, look at that. That was kind of cool. Yeah. See, there's a lot of different ways that you can do this to create different pictures to make background papers or journal papers. So I hope you had fun with this. I had fun with you as always, guys. And thank you so much. I love reading your comments and interacting with you. And thank you so much for sharing your tips and tricks. I think they're awesome. Thank you for making our community bigger, warmer, stronger, and better. And make sure that you have fun. Fun can be simple. Create with reckless abandon. And I'll see you next time. Bye.